I just bought a lot of materials to build myself a new chicken coop. Now this will be the ultimate chicken tractor that is better than any of the ones I've built thus far. If you recall, when I moved the shed, I had these 4x4s sitting over as leftovers, and these will be the new skids for the bottom. Chickens are over here actually. They're on an expedition, I guess. They all stick together. The first thing I'm gonna do is get these giant nails out, cut these the same length, and then turn them into skids with the angle cut on each end. The shorter of the two is 12 foot 3 inches, so we're gonna come to match. Then we're gonna cut angles so they can slide easy. And for scooting it around, I cut it at the biggest angle I could to get it just nice and gradual, so it's just scoots along the surface. And this is how we're looking at for size. So this will be the run. There'll be a door here that'll mostly be open all the time. That'll be the coop with a door to walk in, and the chicken door will be right here to get into the run. And we're doing a lean-to style roof. I'm going to secure these boards to here, have a 4-foot gap in between for a sheet of plywood, and then have some corner supports as well. And get it all squared up. It's going to be 4 foot, should be 8 foot, 7 foot across. That way I have the nice angle of the roof using 8-foot sheets of steel. Got the base all squared off. I'm going to take this here sheet of OSB, cutter down to this 4x7, plop it on top, and then flip this thing over, and I'm going to put some sealant on the bottom to keep it weatherproof. And now that the subfloor is down, I'm going to try to flip this thing over. I did smack the absolute crap out of my thumb doing the subfloor, and it was awful. But I'm going to flip this over using the different types of wood sealant that I found in my garage. We got the bottom sealed, so it should last for a little bit. Just don't mind the blotchiness and the different colors. It's a couple of different things on here, but it's sealed. So tomorrow we'll build the walls. And I know I said I wasn't doing wheels, but I did some wheels, and she rolls pretty easy. The stain's finally dry, mostly, but it rolls pretty good. And this is how they're going to look. Got a big 4x8 wall with the door, one with the breeder box and a window, and the back with the actual nesting boxes built out of it. So this is one wall with the main doorway into the coop, the human doorway to clean it out and such. And now we have a wall and a door. I'm gonna have to trim this down just a smidge to get it to, shut and not be an exact fit, so it can just swing open. But no wasting materials here. I might have overdone it on the height, but it's big. Lots of vertical space, so I can do like some nesting rack or something crazy. But this will work good. I decided for my back walls aren't going to be standalone walls that just kind of plop up. I'm going to string them together so I can make it a lot stronger. Granted, the walls themselves will be stronger, but this should be less material. So just do a couple steps on here, just a couple steps on here, and 2x4s in between, because it's only 7 feet across. But that should be a nice angle for the roof right there. Now I think I should, maybe bring the doorway down a smidge, but when I'm in here, yeah, it feels okay. Got some weeble wobblage right now, but as we add more wood, it'll stiffen up. Just leveled out the base, but just cleaning up for the night, and I got some sawdust to blow off the driveway. But tomorrow this thing's really gonna start tying together and being something. It's gonna be a good day. Good day. And the weather's supposed to be nice. I'm gonna get my external area clean and call it a night. On the back half of this, just by throwing up some 2x4s going across, I was able to make a big bay, and this is going to have a little enclosed area where the nesting boxes are going to be. That way they're not inside the coop themselves, it's just increasing the square footage for the chickens. So it's going to hang off probably about 2 feet and have a nice slope roof on it as well. Should be pretty good. So this is how we're looking. We got window right here, which will open up, and it'll have a screen on the inside, obviously. And this down here is going to be the brooder box. It's going to go out about, well, in about probably 2.5 feet. It'll be its own nesting box and separated from the coop. It's going to still be in there, but it's going to have really small, fine chicken mesh on it. That way, when we do go ahead and breed some more, we can just leave them in here, and Mom can take care of them. And they'll still be around the big chickens. And that's gonna kind of open up hinge like this, like a mini door. I'm getting pretty good with these plunge cuts on that circular saw. Works pretty good. What do you think, Guyver? I guess not. He's not impressed. That made it nice and solid. Out here taking advantage of a nice clear night. It's pretty late. I used to work a night shift, so this is nothing new for me. Gonna get this thing paneled up. Got the framing done. See, these walls are pretty simple, but gonna throw up a sheet right here, and then I'll cut it the angle once the sheets are up, and I'll cut the door out right here. This is just gonna be a blank wall. Now the siding is completely done. All the T111 is hung. Even cut out the egg door in the back. Got the angles cut for the roof. Casey's about to throw on some paint. But it is coming along. I still need to locate the chicken door on the front. It's not bad though. Not bad at all. Doing a 12x8 roof on it with this metal here. Bright. I just laid it out. It's actually, when you have all these panels together overlapped correctly, ends up being 11 feet and 11 inches. So this is why you lay it out first before you actually do it. So I'm going to adjust the front just a tad bit to get my spacing right with overhang and everything. It'll be all right. So I've got to go to work for these next couple of days, and wanted to protect the coop and the wood as much as I can. So I put some metal up on the roof to keep the floor nice. And Casey's gonna throw on this coat of this here discount paint we bought. Looks like it's like a barn red. 15 bucks for that exterior paint. Not too bad. Well, it's all painted red. Cut ins and on. It looks pretty good. I'm working in the rain today. Putting up some kind of trim around it, just kind of marking the edges, and then I'm going to make the run walls right here. Keep in mind it's going to have a door right here, like entryway, and chickens are going to come in through a hole right here. But this door will be open almost all the time. But this will be the contained run for when the automatic door opens up when I'm not here. That's right, automatic door. So this will be framed out with the metal roof all the way across. And I went to the store yesterday, picked up a bunch of lumber to finish this job, and I also picked up some chicken wire. Well, it's not chicken wire, it's weld wire, but I like it much better than the flimsy chicken wire. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Look at that. We got a wall. We got a wall. Not too shabby. Now that the structure is, well, a structure, I'm going to take 4 2x4s, space them 2 feet apart across the roof of the coop, cut them the size, and tie them up. And then the last thing I'll need to do is get another one of those boards cut for the face, sling some metal across it, It'll look pretty good. I actually think I'm gonna get more of this here 1x6 material and run a strip on the front and rear to trim it all together. I was gonna use this 2x4. I think 1x6 would look better, kind of match. So I'm gonna get the roof up because it is still raining, and I had to take a break because it really came down for a second. So I went ahead and I knocked out the roof. I added these 45s to rigid up the whole structure, and she's pretty stout. Pretty stout. That's the only downside about using metal. Metal doesn't have the structural rigidity. It's like plywood across the top, so you got to find other ways to brace it, and angles are your friend. Damn rain. So a lot has happened to this coupe in the past couple days, other than it's been rained on a lot. Got all the tent up in the rain, finished the framing of the run out, added the chain up front to tow it, because as you notice it's in a different spot. And this is looking pretty good. Got a little bit of time today prior to work. I'm gonna work on the nesting box, and Casey's gonna paint the exposed framing with this Thompson's water seal. And it's gonna look pretty good. We're supposed to get like a week of rain coming up, so I'm trying to get it closed before I have to go to bed. So that's the plan. It looks pretty good.
And then the brush strokes just move it out.
Yeah, I like that color. It's turned out to be a really nice day. Casey's getting this thing painted up nice. It's looking really good. And I'm back here working on the egg box. I've made it tall enough to where I can do stacked boxes, so I should be able to get double the boxes. I was going to do 5 kind of semi-close, but I think I can do just 8. You know, nice and wide, and kind of stagger them just because this thing's so big. It truly has been a beautiful day, so much so that I've been able to get a lot done. Got the egg box all framed out. I need to do the second story and put some siding on it, but it's got the roofing on there. And also, with the little bit of tin I had left over, made this nice little window cover. Just been turning and burning. Gotten this door on, built the egg box. And all the framing on the inside. It's coming along. Got 10 nesting boxes. Casey and I go to throw some paint on these bare surfaces because the water's getting to them. Then I'm gonna trim it up tomorrow. Do the front door. It's coming along. Oh, it's all red now. It needs a second coat, but we'll do that when it's not 30-mile-an-hour winds. Yesterday the weather was super nice. Casey and I threw a second coat of paint on this thing, and now it's one color and it's looking pretty solid. You may notice I also threw up some of this wiring. Looking good, looking good. Today I'm going to finish the wiring and trim around all the edges and hopefully get everything painted up with the water seal as well. I've got the coupe all wired up, and this is how I'm trimming the edges of the wood. So going around each edge of the metal will be a new board. Haven't done it up front, and I just put all the wire up, and this is that's left, just this little bit right here. Even got the door. So it's coming along. I've got to go pick up the Geo. It passed inspection, but yeah, I'll come back, throw up more wood, get this thing looking good. So this is what I've come up with. Instead of a ramp that will hit the ground when I pick up the front of this thing and drag it around, I've got this little platform that's probably 2 inches off the ground. They should be able to hop up here no problem. Just some scrap wood. Got the entryway, the wire running to the solar panel. She's working good, and even got a little remote. Pretty neat. Come time to move my chicken tractor. I've got it pretty well established here. I need to move it. I want to move it closer to the chickens over there so they can start investigating it. I've added some perches in here. I have yet to build my brooder box on the bottom, but I don't have any brooding hens right now. So I want to get it over there and let them check it out and just, you know, see what they think of it. Use some scrap wood and some branches and stuff, and I've got some perches already for them to nest up on. I'll definitely need to add some more, but I want to get it out of my yard. I want to move it. So I think this thing has gotten too big to move by hand. Now that she's out on its own, I can really appreciate this thing. I mean, yeah, it still needs more trim work, but I ran out of wood. I'll get some more. Compared to my other two, this was my first iteration of a chicken coop. Built this one out of mostly pallets and 2x2s. That was back when we only had 4 chickens. And once those 4 chickens started to get bigger, I built this tractor over here. And this tractor was built out of scrap wood also, and 2x2s. Some shingles that I found. This is the actual coop part right here. These guys will come check it out, I'm sure, in a little bit of time. They're just over here doing their own thing. So it's now springtime, apparently, and I need to finish this coop. I had to work, so I let the coop sit for a little bit. But while I was sitting, the chickens moved in. Man, these guys. Yeah, they like the woods though. The woods chickens. And I've also added some lights along here. But today I'm going to finish this coop. Yep, they've definitely made a mess. So now they're roosting where I don't want them. They're roosting right here, which is causing poop to pile up in the nesting box. It's no good. So I'm going to extend the shelf out. I did add a brooding box as well. So when I have chicks, they can go in there. I have finished the coop. I've put lights up on this side. I've changed the roosting platform because, well, they're pooping all in there. So now I've got this kind of ladder set up. And I don't know if they know how to use it yet. Look out there, rooster. This thing, it swivels so you can pick it up when you want to clean, and you can lock it up with that chain right there, and then you've got the roosting rack up there. So, you know, when you want to clean the coop, you can just pick it up and then back down to where it normally goes. Here's the finished product. It's big, it's red, looks really good. And inside, and now we just wait till nighttime. I'll show you the lights. Well, they should get brighter when you get near them. Maybe I have them on the wrong setting. But the bags, see, pretty neat. That's my chicken coop. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This thing was it's a big project. Big coop. Big chicken tractor. I hope you guys enjoyed. Always neat to see, you know, someone's designs. And I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching.